Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we're trying to do today is we're playing Gruul March. So Mirror March, whatever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, flip a coin, flip as many coins as you get heads in a row and you get that many creatures. So if you get tails on the first one, no creatures. If you get 5 heads in a row, you get 5 creatures. Anyway, so that's what we're trying to do is get out a bunch of, well, first off, get out a Mirror March, then get out just a bunch of really good creatures here. So we do have a pretty epic deck on these early turns here where a lot of times we can finish games before we even find the Mirror March. So if that doesn't happen, don't yell at me. It's part of the reason I built this deck is because I don't want to build decks that are just like, okay, I'm all in on this one thing, and if I don't do it, you guys all yell at me. No, we're trying to build decks that you can actually play. And so that's what we're trying to do is have decks that can actually win with other win conditions, but still have a little bit of jank in there because that's what I do. All right, so we have Wildgrowth Walker, our Explorer package was Merfolk Branchwalker, Jadelight Ranger, helping us find our lands, get to our Mirror March. They have ETB effects, at least with this combo, which works really well with Mirror March, all these guys. We have Ranging Raptors also trying to find us land. Still Leaf Champion, because we are double colored here, it's a little bit harder to play. So I initially had 2 copies in this deck, decided to go down and just kind of go with more Gruul Spellbreakers, a Rhythm of the Wild, Grand Warlord Rada, which can get us to our Mirror March. So I decided to go ahead and add 1 copy of this. Registrar Alpha is so good with Mirror March because if it comes down and we get a bunch of copies, the copies of the 3/3s stay on the battlefield because Mirror March does exile any tokens that it makes with it at the end of the next end step, where the tokens, the 3/3 dinosaur creature tokens that are created with Registrar Alpha gets to stay. And so we can just create a massive board of power and damage with trample too if we just hit 1 Registrar Alpha. So I decided to bring 1 in, and I might go down a Colossus or another. I'm going to do it. We're going to go down to Colossus for another because I like it so much. And it brings down 7 power and toughness on the battlefield whenever we play it. All right, and then we have Ravager Worm, Galta, because it's amazing. Unfortunately, because it is legendary, it doesn't work as well with Mirror March, but we could get a hasty Galta if it is going to be something that wins us the game. So that's pretty much the deck. We have Thrash Threat, of course, to just kind of finish off threats. And let's get into this gameplay, see how it goes, and wish me luck. Before we jump into the gameplay, a quick thanks to Fusion Gaming for sponsoring this video. Be sure to head over to fusiongamingonline.com for all your Magic the Gathering needs. Check the link in the description below. All right, we're up against MX Darcy. Bring it on, Mix Darcy. And Llanowar, Ranging Raptors, I keep it. Pretty fantastic. We'd like to find another red mana for this Rekindling Phoenix. Hopefully Ranging Raptors gets us there eventually. All right, Llanowar turn 1, always a keep if you have at least something else to play with it, I believe. And that's why, because it's just so powerful. So insanely powerful. All right, we're going to take it. All right, up against Talon. Bring it on, Talon. And playing our Gruul March deck. And let's see how this one goes. Wildgrowth Walker, hopefully into Jadelight. A little bit risky. I'm going to keep this. Yeah, hopefully we hit our Jadelight or Ranger. All right, Adventurous Impulse. Llanowar, okay. Well, we have our Thrash to at least kill this Llanowar next turn if we need to. That's cool. All right, Forest. We have so many more green sources than we have red sources. So, well, Branchwalker at least is not bad at all. And hopefully finds us land. I think we have to go Graveyard. Man, unfortunately, though, because that would be... Maybe we should have just kept it. No, I think this is the right play. So no attacks, pass the turn. If we find red source, we can at least play Rhythm of the Wild. Yeah, Still Leaf Champion. We're trying to get to this Jadelight as quick as possible. And we'll see if we get there with more land. Chances for land draw here. All right, there we go. Rootbound Crag. No attacks. Now we have a blocker for Steel Leaf. Jadelight Ranger makes Wildgrowth Walker very big. And we're just hoping that they don't hit Galta. All right, so this is the Elf tribal deck. All right. We might just need to Thrash that instead. right, so no blocks. Actually, I guess I could have blocked there. Totally. Oh, no, it is a 5 power. There we go. So, all right. Stomping Grounds tapped. Let's just get down Jade Light over Rhythm for now. That way we can, hopefully if we find land here, we can Thrash and Rhythm for the next turn. Ranging Raptors to the graveyard. I think we need to find land if we can. There we go. Not going to swing in here. Let's swing in with our Branch Walker. I'm fine if they trade off with the Thorn Lieutenant. We want to Thrash this Beast Whisperer. Once they start drawing cards is really when elves go off, and so we want that to not happen. Our Mirror March can help us win, especially with the Ravager Worm, just to be able to start fighting a bunch of creatures. That would be beautiful. All right, hit all your Vanquisher's Banners and your like 10 Morrowind, so they all go to the bottom. All right, Pelt Collector comes down. That's fine. It's a draw. I don't know why they Adventurous Impulse over just playing the Llanowar. It's kind of interesting, actually, to me. Thorn Lieutenant. Okay. Yeah, that's a very interesting play. Maybe because they think we might have Chain Whirler here. All right, there's Llanowar. You can't quite swing in. Thorn Lieutenant gets bigger for the next turn. So we're going to play Forest. Play Trash. You kill him. Play Rhythm of the Wild. And no attacks. So honestly, we do need this Mirror March to have a shot here. This Ravager Worm might... we came to play Mirror March, so we're going to get down Mirror March. Hopefully they don't have Reclamation Elf. Or the Reclamation Sage, whatever it is. The elf that destroys enchantments. I feel like they would have gotten Rhythm of the Wild, though, if they had it now. Thorn Lieutenant, man. They've found so many pieces, so many elves. I think our best shot here is to get Mirror March, Ravager Worm, and just kind of go crazy with it. All right, so we're going to try to make that work. Mirror March. No attacks past the turn. Oh, man, they have so... Hopefully they just have a handful of lands. There is that chance. They found a lot of action already. A lot of action. In the top 20 cards, that is like an insane amount of action. All right, everything gets bigger. That is bad. They can swing in for a lot. They might need to just because our Mirror March could go crazy here. I don't think I've ever seen it more than like 5 for me. Some people said they've run into a lot before. All right, more lands, not that great. So Ravager Worm. We're going to give it just counter and counter here. All right, Mirror March. So... that's land. All right, so let's kill Steel Leaf Champion now. Actually, I probably should have got Beast Whisperer again, but now they have Vanquisher's Banner. These guys grow. Yep. All right, so we get another one. Give it already has haste, so give it a counter. Fight Beast Whisperer. But yeah, let's go ahead and play Rootbound Crag. Swing in for 5. And they actually block? All right. Oh, we want to kill as many of these elves as we can. I mean, they do have a chance of finding a lot more here. We'll see. And with this Mirror March out, we might just have enough value. Ravager Worm is probably our best thing. We're looking for Regisaur Alphas now, I think, is another great thing to find just to build a big enough board here. All right, Elvish Clancaller, that's bad. J-Light Ranger, just to grow the wild growth walkers, would be really good too. We'll see. So the biggest issue with this Clan Caller is if they get these guys up to five toughness, then our Gruul Spellbreakers only swing in and die against all these guys. So I don't know why he's not playing the Clan Caller here. I feel like it's definitely better, just in case. Another Mirror March. So good. So good. Oh, that helps a lot. All right, so play the Mountain. We are empty-handed. I probably should have held on to that. But I think we have to keep kind of holding up our blocks here. So no attacks. I don't think that just swinging in with Ravager to kill a couple people really helps us. They have mana for Thorn Lieutenant. Maybe that's what they're holding on to. And also Adapt. All right, so I guess that's what they were waiting for instead of this Clan Caller. All right, Pelt Collector draws a card. I mean, most people that play these colors do have lightning strikes and things like that as well, and I just don't. And we're just hoping that this Mirror March gets us through this game. We do have Carnage Tyrants to run into. Hopefully that helps us win here. Beast Whisperer, okay. Opponent's building wide enough that we're really close to death anyway. I think that next turn they probably just kill us. I don't think they swing in yet. Marwyn. Okay, yeah, especially now that they have the Marwyn. Ugh. All right, our best draw by far right now is a Registrar Alpha. If we can find a Registrar Alpha and get tons of tokens with it, we can probably block enough to make them mill themselves. So that is something that could happen here. So Stillleaf Champion, not terrible. Let's give it a counter because it needs to be able to block these big guys. All right, so let's see how many we find. None. Quite a few that time. All right. So they do get blocked by like everything. They have so many blockers for these guys. We can't swing in with all necessarily either. All right, swing in. They get blocked here, 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 here. Man, the elves just got too big. We did not finish it quick enough. Yeah, they get exiled. Not that they're there anymore anyway. All right, let's see. So I think we still have maybe one turn for this Registrar Alpha to come down. Maybe. Stillleaf Champion, yeah. I mean, hopefully opponent doesn't realize if they probably just win if they swing in. I mean, another Clan Caller, and they can still go digging for another one. Down to 23 cards. They do need to finish the game. I mean, they probably wait till the next turn. Marwyn is so big now. Llanowar, okay. Yeah, I'm guessing they just, you know, tap down a Clan Caller, grabs one, and swing in. Another Stillleaf. Oh, goodness. All right. We have a small chance if we find a Registrar Alpha off the top. Just to have enough blockers that they might... Oh, there we go. Vivian Reed comes down, kills a Mirror March.
Would you like to see what's left of Scala?
Or they might not even care. Takes up, yeah. Not even caring about the Mirror March. Not respecting it. Which, I don't think they really need to at this point. We're playing this one out mostly just because, I mean, I like seeing opponents go off. Like, it is really cool. And we got down both our Mirror Marches. We got to at least fire off some pretty fun stuff here. I mean, I think if we had been able to get enough Ravager Worms, we would have a much better chance at winning this. So that was probably the biggest bummer here, is just not hitting like 3 Ravager Worms. But I mean, it's Mirror March. It's so hard. I've gone through like 8 creatures in a row where I got 0 heads. And then, you know, all of a sudden, the other day I played the Rekindling Phoenix and I got 5 in a row, like right then, swung in for victory. It was so beautiful. I mean, so that's another card we can find. So any of our flyers, Rekindling Phoenix is our flyer. The only one, actually. So, I mean, that is another way we could possibly win. They don't swing in here. Down to 9 cards, 8 cards. Crows the Marwyn. Oh, goodness. So many cards in hand. I've never seen that does that little ruffle for us as well. It's kind of cool looking. Looks like it's only once they get to this many, because that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. A little bit better than our hand right now. Oh, they're like, bummer, we don't have enough mana. I could see them waiting one more turn. There is a small chance that they do. They have a lot of things that are summoning sick right now. And they just tap down a lot of their big creatures. So swing in with a 7. Alright, so they are swinging in with a few people. That's fine. We're just going to chump block. Alright, so chump. 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 Can we actually block and survive any of these guys? No. Yeah, we're just gonna block like that. We win by finding a Rekindling Phoenix. Oh, they have trample. I forgot about the trample. All right. I think that they just had us. I'm not sure how we could have blocked to not die there then with the trample. Maybe putting up our bigger toughness creatures in front of those guys. So I did forget the Pelt Collectors had trample once they got 3 counters. I haven't seen that actually been used that much. Typically, Pelt Collectors die by that time. So that's kind of weird. All right. That works. All right, begin Slow Fork. Bring it on, Slow Fork. And we're playing our Gruul March deck. And let's see how we do. All right, I mean, we're going to keep this again. 2-lander. We have our colors, kind of. Ranging Raptors is good to at least draw into, or hopefully get us up to stuff later on. All right, Wild Growth Walker. If we get to this Jade Light, this is pretty good. Cast down. All right, so they do have a Thought Erasure, okay. It's a really funky hand here. I'm guessing they just take the Jade Light Ranger, though. I mean, we get more power on the board from the Jade Light Ranger. Gruul Spellbreaker can be annoying, though, where they can't target us or anything else. So they do take the Gruul Spellbreaker. I still feel like we get more value from the Jade Light Ranger overall, so it's rid of a cast down. Maybe they need to find lands. All right, so Jade Light Ranger. Rada, unfortunately, has to go to the graveyard. We have to find land here. I love the haste with Rada. Maybe it was worth holding on to. because we did have at least ranging raptors to play the next turn. All right, opponent's missing their land drops. That is fantastic. So we actually might just play threat here. I should have swung in first. So they kill the Wild Growth Walker with cast down. Okay. Should have swung in first. I keep misplaying with that. Okay, down to 14. Register Alpha. All right, Thought Erasure stills the Reggie. Gruul Spellbreaker would be a really good draw here. All right, play the Forest. Swing in. Ranging Raptors. And we're going to try to take advantage of as much as we can before they find the land here. They've surveilled quite a few times trying to find it. They did find it now. All right, opponent scoops it up. There we go. Woo! All right, we'll take it. We will take it. I mean, we're winning off of opponent having really bad hand, but we'll take it. All right, we're up against Big and Tasty. Bring it on, Big and Tasty. And all of our Mirror Marches. I think we have to mulligan that. Not quite what we're looking for. Wild Growth Walker, Spellbreaker. We need to find land here. Branch Walker is decent. All right, Mountain, pass the turn. All right, Zerta Goblin. All right, Wild Growth Walker, pass the turn. We'll see how we do against another Gruul matchup. See if our Mirror March actually helps us out here. So no blocks. Down to 17. Shot or Lightning Strike. Don't have it. Ooh. Lava Coil. All right. Well, they didn't have a Lightning Strike. All right. Let's go for Gruul Spellbreaker with a counter. Next turn we get to Grand Warlord Rada and play the Merfolk Branch Walker. Swings in. This just smells like a Colossus, so no blocks. Down to 17. We can have our own Colossus here too if we need to. We are pretty low on life now, so we do need to make sure that we do need to recognize that. Gruul Spellbreaker, okay. Steamkin or Still Leaf is really good, but I'm gonna go for the Grand Warlord Rada. All right, swing in. Red and green. All right, let's it through. Down to 13. Play Merfolk Branch Walker. They have a shock here. Shock is annoying. That means that we don't get to block. We're kind of just hoping to block this goblin here. So they do have the shock. Colossus brings us down really low. And they might not even need to play it this time. How much damage can we get in? Double Colossus is so much damage too. All right, down to 7. Gruul Spellbreaker, okay. I think our best draw is... Ooh, Phoenix isn't terrible. All right, Forest. We're going to swing in here. So they do block. Colossus. So we don't get to play Still Leaf and the Rekindling Phoenix now. I'm worried about... We felt like they had the Collision Colossus, right? So I think that Still Leaf might be better here. Lava Coil. Rekindling Phoenix is a better blocker, but if they do have Trample... Alright, if they play Collision, we can at least block the token here and still hopefully win. Oh, do they have a Shock here for the Rada? The Rada. Alright, swings in... All right, so if they have Collision or a way to kill Rekindling Phoenix, we block here, they win because of Trample. If we block here and they don't have exactly Colossus, we at least survive. So we're going to block here. They could have Lightning Strike, they can have Colossus. So I guess Lightning Strike or Colossus still wins. Yeah, so they had it. We took a gamble trying to get the Still Leaf and the Rekindling Phoenix down, which we would have had it then, at least stayed alive. Maybe we should have let the Grand Warlord Rada die, but then they would have had another Gruul Spellbreaker. So that was a close one. Really close. All right, so there you guys have it with Gruul March. And while we didn't have as many wins this time as I usually like to show, we did get the Mirror March out and played it in one game, and we just had some really fun games overall. So I think that we're going to end it there. If you guys have any comments for the deck, things that we should change around with it, I know that we're coming up to War of Spark, so not as interested in fine-tuning these kind of things, but I actually would love to hear what you guys think would be the best thing to play with Mirror March. I think there's some really fun cards that could be played with it already, so I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts. If you do like this video, please leave a like, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, and bye-bye.